NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing.
Entering play call main menu. Entering screen. Resume. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for filters online game cancel.
The yard brings up 3rd and 10.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Breeze. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
28-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
David Onyemata brought him down.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
At the Saints, 40
from the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Well, the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. A dump underneath to Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal is there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this 1st down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Brady to Gronk, a familiar ring to that one, and it's a Buccaneers first down. Now Jones, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
The kick is good.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2. First and defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, New Orleans. Big play there. 75 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. We didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Boy, you know, so many storylines here in this opener. Of course, you got Brady versus Breeze. You've got Jameis Winston, the Bucs' former quarterback, on the opposite sideline. And, oh, by the way, it's a division opponent, but all anyone's talking about, really, and rightly so, Tom Brady out there leading the Buccaneers.
I like how you were able to slide in the other storylines, even though you did acknowledge, and rightly so at the end, this is all about Tom Brady wearing a Buccaneers uniform, leading a new team, hoping to take them to the glory that he took New England. That's what this game is all about. Yeah, Jameis is there. He's able to say hi to everyone, but he shouldn't figure into this game. Yes, Drew Brees is back leading his team who should win the division, but this is all about Tom Brady. A fresh start and infinite possibilities.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. This is Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019. These two teams all tied after one. From the 31, Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. And a Buccaneer first down.
Jones. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing is Brady on third down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Pass complete to Chris.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Bucs have taken the lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And nothing but daylight ahead. The try. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Big play there out of Kamara. 66 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Here's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
At the 25-yard line.
Now he'll throw with Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw on third down, Brady. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
14.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Entering. Attention pop-up. The connection to your peer has been lost. Exit game.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go.
Entering. Play season game is selected. Entering. Searching pop-up. Searching for opponent. If opponent is not found, invite will be sent.
Out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win? That's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. We just step on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show.
Entering. Team select screen. Entering. Leave session pop-up. No. Ready. Advanced setting. Team. Entering. Multiple deselected.
Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal. We just step on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just step on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Yes. Enter. Night. Play season game is selected. Entering. Searching pop-up. Searching for opponent. If opponent is not found, invite will be sent.
Could count on my power and look at my dogs from way back then. Could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat.
Entering. Team use and L case off dead advanced setting team and 4 multiple edit uniforms submenu. Edit uniforms ready.
How I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag?
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Depth chart. Entering depth chart screen. 1 row 58 columns left fill. Slot 2. Slot 1. RR. SLCB selected. SUBLB selected. RDT selected. RRE selected. RLE selected. SLWR select. PWA. 3DRB select. LS. PR selected. 3DRB selected. Slot 2. Slot 1. PWHB selected. Slot. Cost selected. Entering. Cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
On first down, Breeze. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 6 yards away. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Harris returning. A good return there of 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And it's held in by Jerry Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
At the 43-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Hill going to try and run with it. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game and all that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Saints add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's taken down but able will slip across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
The Buccaneer first down.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Demario Davis.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Score Saints 14. Buccaneers nothing.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make our own calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Now Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's where he goes.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
Throwing on first down is Brady. A slant to Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette there to make the grab. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Saints 14. Buccaneers 7. Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now you got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Shotgun now for Brady. This is Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers. Again, it's Brady. And he's got it. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is good.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Rolling to his right. And Breeze is intercepted for a third time. Picked up by Daniel Buchanan. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try to get some more points.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on first down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Brady now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Williams on the coverage.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar.
17.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the play. That's the way to go into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Rankins on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The pass by Brady there, caught by Leonard. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Fournette running out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Up on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Again, it's Kamara. He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pursing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Brady, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Saints, first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he'll go down at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Alvin Kamara.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers' 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints can take the lead if they can hit the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches...
Entering coaching screen depth chart. Resume. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, Brady. And that will be incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dale Buchanan. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. It's Geis on the counter. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Succop for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 30, Saints 21. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. This is intercepted, and that should do it. one. Winfield Jr. picks it. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49.
Now Brady. That's coming to his running back, Evans. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He may try and run for this. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
First down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 16 yards, a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We get control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
It's a loss of a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the
Entering, screen, resume. Entering, cancel, pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Extra point try now for Succop. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Buccaneers 37, Saints 21.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing, Week 1, and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Buccaneers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gauden. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.